Sorry, I need to get this. Yeah, yeah. They told me about the toilet clog in the nursery bathroom. Yeah, Juan's busy, but I'm on the way. I'll take care of it. Okay. I got to go. I've got another call coming in. Yes, I can see that some of the ladies in the congregation are a little cold this morning, so all right, I'll warm the thing up. However, the choir's not going to be happy about that. They're already hot, so sorry about that. Good morning. I guess you can tell I'm here to talk about maintenance, which is, I'm sure most of your eyes are glazing over you saying, this is going to be dull as dust. I mean, maintenance, come on. However, there are a few things that I hope that you'll find interesting in what I have to say. Now, since all of us live in a home of some sort, we're aware that occasionally there are plumbing, electrical, heating, and air conditioning issues. The building and grounds have to be maintained for our homes. Now, at your home, there's probably maybe just one or maybe up to half a dozen or so people who live in that home. Now, here, as Carol alluded to, there are roughly 200 people every day of the week except Saturdays in this building. Now, just imagine what that means. We have over 14 heating and air conditioning units, 18 restrooms, 2 kitchens, and we have over 50,000 square feet of heated and cooled space, all of which has to be maintained. Whew. Now, just imagine how much dusting, vacuuming, mopping, toilet cleaning, and I haven't even mentioned the retreat center we have to maintain, which is over an hour away. Another thing to consider in thinking about the maintenance of this place is the age of our buildings. Now, the newest part is the connectors that were added during the remodeling about 2017, so roughly 5 years ago. The annex was 2003, roughly 20 years ago. Other buildings, 1952, 1958. I mean, come on, 1952, that's 70 years old. That's almost as old as I am. Now, a large part of the maintenance is done in-house, but when there are things beyond our capabilities, we have a core group of contractors that we call on, ranging from plumbers to sound technicians, pest controllers to IT technicians. It may have crossed your mind that it may be a little bit costly to maintain all of that, and you would be right. Last year we had to replace one of the 2 heating and air conditioning units for this building. That was over $40,000 just for one heating and air conditioning unit. And remember how many I said there are? Just think about it. And unfortunately, all of them are about the same age, well, most of them are about the same age. So, what are we looking at? A new roof for the Bradley building also last year, over $20,000. Our budget includes things like utilities, which everybody expects, insurance, janitorial supplies, pumping out the grease trap, what fun, painting, fixing leaking plumbing, and keeping our heating and air conditioning units going. This year our budget was about $230,000 for the property group. Just think about that size of a number. And due to rising costs, we're going to overextend that this year. We really don't have a choice to maintain things as they are. And guess what? It's not going to be cheaper next year. As you all know, you're all aware, costs for everything are going up. So I hope in the next week, as we approach the day when we're going to make our pledges, that you will consider what it costs for all of us to worship in a clean and beautiful place. We all need to do our parts if we're going to keep it that way. Thank you.